Hello everyone and welcome to Highly Successful You. Today we're going to talk about body language, how to read anyone instantly. The ability to read people and have cues from body language is an important skill. It would not only help you interact better with people, but it will also help you to stay safe from dangerous situations involving people. Also, you get to understand people better, and this, in itself, is another important skill in the business world. Thus, in this video, we will discuss some of the ways through which you can read people and take cues from their body language. If you're excited for today's video, make sure to hit that like button. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Studying people's body language revolves around studying certain parts of the body. With these parts of the body, you will be able to decipher what people feel rather than relying on what they are saying. These body parts include the eyes, face, head, hands, arms, and many more. The eyes. Studying the eyes while communicating gives very detailed insights into people's behavior and feelings. First off, check if the person is maintaining eye contact with you. The ability to maintain eye contact with the person you are talking to could infer the truthfulness of what you are saying. This means that, in most cases, the failure of a person to maintain eye contact with you when talking to you could mean that the person is potentially telling a lie, especially when the person looks away or looks to the side. However, if the person looks down, it could signify submissiveness or nervousness. Some psychologists have identified the pattern for eye movement to determine whether a person is telling a lie or not. If a person looks to the right or upwards, it could mean that the person is lying, while looking downwards and to the left means that the person is telling the truth. Here's how it works. People look upward or to the right when trying to use their imaginations to cook up a story, usually a lie, and look down or to the left when trying to recall what happened, an event that happened. Also, you may want to check for dilated pupils. This could help you determine if the person talking to you likes you. Biology shows that the increase in cognitive effort usually results in dilated pupils. Therefore, if a person is favorably interested in someone or something, their pupils will dilate naturally. Another action of the eyes that says a lot about a person is blinking. People blink a lot when they are under stress or thinking a lot. Psychologists have reported that increased blinking while communicating could mean that the person is telling a lie, especially when the excessive blinking is accompanied by frequent touching of the eyes and mouth. Lastly, frequent glancing can also signify desire. When a person frequently glances at the door when you are discussing with them, it means that they would rather go than remain in the conversation. Likewise, frequently glancing at a person would signify a desire to talk to that person. The face. Apart from the eyes, other parts of the face help you read a person's body language. For instance, the mouth can be used to determine if a smile is genuine or fake. A genuine smile uses the whole face, while a fake smile only uses the mouth. So if someone is smiling at you and the face remains unchanged, best believe that the smile is fake. Also, the lips could help you read the demeanor of a person. When a person's lips remain tight and pursed, it signifies that the person is displeased and uncomfortable. On the other hand, a relaxed mouth reflects a positive mood and comfortable disposition towards a person or a situation. Finally, remember what I said about blinking the eyes when telling a lie? If a person combines this with frequent touching of the face, they are probably lying. The head. The movement of the head also says a lot about a person's disposition to you when communicating with them. For instance, when a person nods very fast when you are talking to them, it could mean that they have heard enough and cannot wait to leave or speak their mind. On the other hand, nodding gently could mean that the person is interested and probably enjoying what you are saying. In the same vein, tilting the head sideways could also show an interest in the conversation. However, tilting the head backward could convey a feeling of suspicion. The hands. This is another important body part that helps you take cues from people's nonverbal reactions. As an example, putting hands on the head during conversations could signify nervousness, while hands in the pocket could also signal deception. When people make hand gestures by pointing, you should take note, because the average human being points to someone or something they have an affinity or likeness for. Another use of the hand that you should note is supporting the head with the hand. If a person supports the head with a hand and an elbow resting on a platform during a conversation, it could signify rapt interest and attention. On the other hand, the use of two hands can indicate boredom during the conversation. The arms. This is the last body part that we will touch on in this video. The arm also helps you identify the perception of a person to you or a situation. As many psychologists have confirmed, the arms serve as a gateway to the body or mind. So with the arm folded and closed, it could mean resistance to what you are saying or doing. If the folded arms are accompanied by crossed legs and pursed lips, it is highly probable that the person doesn't agree with what you're saying. However, folded arms with a genuine smile could mean a confident and comfortable disposition. Also, placing hands on the hips is a sign of dominance or confidence, especially when done by men. These are some of the body parts that help you read people and their body language. However, it is important to state at this point that the explanations made in this video give insights only and are not foolproof. It doesn't apply to everybody every time. Sometimes, a person's general body habit or culture could influence the way people use their body to communicate. As an example, in some societies, looking downwards when talking to an elderly person or a person in authority is a form of respect. Thus, you may misjudge a person coming from that culture based on the eyes movement. Body language is a very powerful tool. We had body language before we had speech. So always remember, the most important thing in communication is to hear what isn't being said. Are there any thoughts you'd like to share? Feel free to drop it down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.